Hello everyone, it's Leo, and it's finally time for us to talk about Star Guardians again. And in this video, we're going to talk about Star Guardians Season 3. If you guys don't know, Star Guardians are basically the magical girls from League of Legends. And this year, 2019, they released a new set of skins with 4 new characters and lots of new lore for this world of the Star Guardians, and everything's amazing, so there's a lot for us to talk about. If you haven't seen, there are other 2 videos here on the channel talking about seasons 1 and 2, and season 3 is heavily built upon season 2 more specifically, so for you to understand things better, if you don't know anything about the Star Guardian story, check out the past 2 videos. The set of skins that make Season 3 was released in 2019, more exactly in September, and they are comprised of 4 new Star Guardians, which are Zoe, Nico, Zaya, and Rakan. Those 4 are new Star Guardians, or at least not really new to the lore itself, but for us, we didn't know about them, but we knew some of them existed. In Season 2, when Season 2 was released, it was released with an Ari video, and she seemed very sad because of something that happened in her past, and we see in her hand 3 destroyed stars. And we quickly understood that that represented 3 fallen teammates, 3 Star Guardians that fell. We didn't really know how or when, but that fell in the past and got destroyed. And now we know everything that happened. What went down back then? Who are those stars? What happened to them? Are they actually destroyed? Were they killed or not? Everything we learned in the lore of Season 3. So before talking about the story itself, let's talk a little bit about the characters. So the first one we need to talk about is Zoe. So Zoe is part of the first Star Guardians team. She was chosen by the first star to be the first Star Guardian, or at least one of the first Star Guardians, but her heart was full of chaos. She did not like fighting to help other people, but instead she wanted to destroy everything. So she got this newfound power and she turned it into something else. And so she became a maniac, crazy magical girl that chased down other magical girls that were chosen by the first star. And those chosen ones were chased down by Zoe and killed. What we learned about her in this lore is that she is going to Valorant City. Valorant City is a very big and important place in the Star Guardian story. That's where the invasion mode happened when Star Guardian's second season was released in 2017. We had that amazing mode. Come on, Riot Games, we need that mode back. And so we learned that she is going to Valorant City to destroy the new chosen ones by the first star. So yeah, that makes things very scary. Now talking about Zaya and Rakan, I'm going to talk about both of them together since they are basically a duo and they don't really seem to exist without each other inside the League of Legends lore and inside the Star Guardians lore as well. Zaya and Rakan were both part of the first Ari team. They were part of Ari's team together with Nico and Sarah, who's Miss Fortune. So Ari's first team was comprised of Ari, Miss Fortune, Zaya, Rakan, and Nico. Zaya and Rakan were fighting together with the team. They were fighting against Zoe, and Zoe was able to defeat Zaya. She was able to destroy her star, and she was basically killed by Zoe. Because of that, Zaya fell into despair and she became a dark version of herself. Together with that, Hakan could not stand seeing that happen to Zaya, and so he actually became dark with her. He chose to go to the dark side so that he could stay with Zaya. Zaya, with this newfound power she had, she holds a very strong grudge against her past teammates, and she considers them basically traitors because they left her to die. At the same time, Rakan knows what happened and he understands what the team needed to do, but he chose to be in the dark side together with Zaya. And so he's also searching for a way to purify her again so that she can become Star Guardian Zaya in a good way again, but that might lead himself to darkness forever. And now we're going to talk about Nico. Nico has a very interesting story because she was also part of this battle in which Zaya and Rakan fell, and she was presumed dead by Ari and Misfortune. They thought that she was done for because she simply disappeared. What she was doing at that time was actually storing energy and power so that she could go back and save Zaya and Rakan. She revealed herself to the new formed Ari team in the eve of their greatest battle, and she vowed not to run anymore. The interesting thing is that this line is said in Nico's profile on the client, on the League of Legends client. If you go to Star Guardian Nico profile, you're going to see this. We don't really know which battle this is. We don't really know when this happened because it doesn't really connect to the other things we have. But it seems that Nico is going to be part of the next big battle in the Star Guardian universe. And I'm very curious to see what it is. But we also have a very interesting take on Star Guardian Nico Prestige Edition. So when you go to the Prestige Edition inside the client of the League of Legends, it says that the Star Guardians emerged victorious in the latest battle they had. In this battle, friendships were reforged and some were lost. And so they vowed to go and rescue this lost one day, not now, but they will do it together. So, are they talking about Zaya and Rakan, or are they actually talking about a new lost member of the Star Guardians? Because this is kind of confusing if we look at it, simply because we don't really know what happened after this short story that was also released together with Season 3. But before talking about the short story, let's talk about Light and Shadow, which is a cinematic that was also released together with Season 3, in which we see Nico trying to escape Zaya's wrath. Zaya is going after Nico with everything she has. She seems very, very angry and nervous, and we can really sense the grudge that she's holding against her past teammates and at least Nico. Amidst this crazy battle against Zaya, Nico's able to at least protect herself with the help of Rakan, who's dark together with Zaya, but at the same time he does not want Zaya to hurt Nico because he wants Zaya to be purified. He doesn't want Zaya to be maculated with dark power, and so he tries everything. He does everything he can to protect Zaya, but at the same time he does everything he can not to let Zaya hurt Nico. But Zoe also appears and she makes an entrance, and when she does, she ends up attacking Nico, and Nico almost falls to her dark power. But when Nico was going to fall, a new light appears and Ari arrives with that battle face. Like, she has that face that you want to destroy someone, and I really love that part. It gives me chills because it's way too good. And so we don't really know what's going to happen in this battle. We don't really know how things are going to go and how things are going to end, while Ari already arrived and she's probably going to get together with Nico and they're probably going to fight together against Zoe. We don't know. But we also have a short story that was released, and in this short story we can see like the other side of what was happening with the other Star Guardians that were not part of this battle. So what we have in this short story is basically Lulu drawing something new appearing in Valorant City. And so the girls find that very strange because Lulu has those very strange powers, and at the same time that she feels strangely, she has some kind of abilities to see the future in her own way. And so the girls see that she's drawing something and she says new stars are going to appear. When she said that for the first time, it was when the first team met the second team. And so Lux's team gets in contact with Ari's team. But Ari does not respond. The one who responds is Miss Fortune. She's referenced in this story as Sarah because that's a very interesting thing that I particularly like a lot, which is the fact that Miss Fortune is her code name for her friends and for people that she trusts. Since she does not trust or she's not friends with Lux or anyone from Lux's team, they need to call her Sarah, and that's how she's mentioned in this story. And so Sarah is the only one that responds. The other members are all busy with something, and those reasons are kind of sketchy to me. Well, Ezreal is in detention at school, and I totally believe that. Soraka's reason, she works at a bakery, so she needs to work. There's no one else to fill her place, so she couldn't go to this mission together with the other ones. That feels very sketchy to me. And Syndra is in college that night, so she couldn't skip her astronomy class. That also screams sketchy to me. In Soraka's case, I don't know, but in Syndra's case, very strange. So we have Lux's team together with Miss Fortune, who's part of Ari's team, and they go on to scout the Valorant City. They go on to scout Valorant City, but they don't find anything. And so we have some moments between Lux and Miss Fortune, and Miss Fortune even tells Lux that she remembers herself of one of her allies, and Lux is like, oh my god, do I remind you of Ari? She feels very highly of herself, but like Miss Fortune just kills her vibe and says, no, you remind me of someone completely different, which she's talking about Nico. But at this moment in the story, Lux does not know about Nico, and she does not know anything about the past teammates of Ari and Miss Fortune. And so something strange starts to happen, and lots of portals start opening in the sky. And in those portals, we can see a new mascot that kind of looks like an octopus mixed with a jellyfish. And it has a very creepy laugh. And it starts attacking the girls, but the girls are able to fight against it very easily. But then, inside those portals, lots of bubbles start to appear. And if you play League of Legends, you know what happens to you when a Zoe's bubble hits you. You get to sleep. But the girls don't know. But they sense that there's something wrong with those bubbles, and they all start fighting against those bubbles and everything. But there is one particular member of the Star Guardians that is always in her own world, which is Lulu. And Lulu, it seems that she's just like totally out of her mind, and she lets a bubble hit her. And when it does, she starts sleeping. The girls are able to dispel all of the other bubbles that are coming to them with their powers, and I love reading about their usage of powers because it's very interesting, especially Janna's powers. Janna's my favorite, so. But then Lulu gets to sleep, and the girls get very desperate because they don't really know what's going on with Lulu, because in this world they don't know Zoe. But then Lulu wakes up. But when Lulu wakes up, she just looks at nothing. It seems that she's in a completely different place, and she just tells the girls, she is arriving. She's coming here. And since we, the readers, know who sent that power, we know that Zoe is the one that is after the Star Guardians, and now she's coming to Valorant City to destroy Lux's team. But at the same time, we've also seen Zoe fighting against Nico, and we see that Ari was also there. So where is actually Zoe now? Is Zoe in that place we saw in the cinematic? Was Zoe able to escape that place and now she's coming to Valorant City so that all of the magical girls are coming to Valorant City to have a big showdown against Zoe? We don't know. But what we know is that when Lux was talking to Miss Fortune in this, before the bubble started appearing, we know that it's been a while since Miss Fortune talked to Ari. Ari's been very secretive, and she seems to be hiding things from everybody, and she seems to be very distant. And, well, you know, we just connect the pieces and we quickly understand that Ari is actually searching for the lost members of her founding team. And well, it seems that she got somewhere. We don't know how, but she got somewhere because she was able to find Nico again. And that's all we have for now. And that makes me very distressed because I don't know what's happening. My theory is that Zoe is coming to Valorant City to fight against Lux's team together with Miss Fortune. And in this battle, Ari and Nico are going to join the girls. I hope Soraka, Ezreal, and Syndra also join them. And in the eve of this battle, I think that Xayah and Rakan are going to be purified. But I really believe Lulu is the next one to go to the dark side together with Zoe. And I don't think that Lulu going to the dark side is going to be necessarily a bad thing for Lulu. I think Lulu is going to be like totally inside her mind, inside her own world to actually understand what's really going on with her. So that makes me kind of scared, but I think that's the next steps for the Star Guardian story. I just hope we don't have to wait 1 year to have more Star Guardians. Come on, Riot Games, we need more, at least more short stories. Just release more short stories for us. Anyways, guys, this video was long. I'm sorry about that, but this is what we have for Season 3 of the Star Guardians. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.